As above, so below.
Many times, many times, I can feel this special. I've been here before. I can feel this for sure, for sure.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is an eye for art, aka the Alchemist, BK Shabon the Greats, and I'm back with another video. I want to make this video
it's been a long fight. It's been a long fight, and I just had to have a warrior spirit, and that's all. So I'm just
short, sweet. This video will be surrounding around alchemy. We're gonna just go over alchemy. Alchemy has been on my mind a lot lately because I feel like I've been alchemizing my life, and I feel like everything about life can be alchemy. And the original definition of alchemy is about taking, it was scientifically as well as spiritually, it was about taking like forms of like copper, metal, and turning it into gold to cure, I believe, diseases, and also using the different elements, right? Fire, air, earth, water, to alchemize different tools, right? And let's go back and see. Also, another part that we left out is also transforming different metals and things into silver as well. I'm always fixated on gold. But also, spiritually, what alchemy means. Let's get into the spiritual part of alchemy. When we are constantly transforming and transmuting certain energy, that is alchemy. We are alchemizing our life. When we are taking thoughts and making the thoughts reality, when we are taking a single thought and actually manifesting it into physical form, that is alchemizing. When we are taking anger and transmuting it to happiness or joy because we're focusing maybe on something positive in the moment where we were angry, that is alchemizing. As above, so below. If you ever read the book The Alchemist, it actually describes what alchemy is. Just the entire book, it gives the depiction of what it means to alchemize, spiritually rather than scientifically with the, actual like copper and metals and things. And let's get into the 4 elements of alchemy. I'm only going to talk about the 4 because those are connected to our birth chart and astrology, and I want to talk about how you can alchemize your life using the 4 elements, right? This tip, you can use the other elements, which I know it's more. The other elements, let me research. The other elements are ice, force, time, flower, shadow, light, and moon, and thunder. So if you want to use the other elements, you can. I'm just going to talk about the 4 main elements in alchemy and how you can alchemize your life and use alchemy with the 4 elements. So whatever is dominant in your birth chart, that is the way that you want to use, that is the element that you want to use to transform your life and to alchemize whatever you are trying to transmute or transform. Any form of self-transformation in alchemy, you would use that element. It is a good way to alchemize. Now, if you don't want to look up your birth chart, you can go strictly off your sun sign. I start with fire. So with fire is going to be around passion, it's going to be around power, it's going to be around action and actual fire. So that is how you're going to drive. Then when we talk about water is going to be around emotions, intuition, introspection, and feeling, actual feelings, right? And connecting with water. If we talk about air is going to be around intellect. It's going to be around logic. It is going to be around inner wisdom, inner knowing, inner standing, a deeper knowledge. have to just get some more pointers, ideas, and intuition because I couldn't think of more off of air, off rip. But everything that has to do with the mind, right? And then lastly, it would be earth. Earth is going to be around being grounded. Is going to be around the material world, the physical plane. It is going to be around connecting with nature and earthly things, right? And you're going to use that to feel more grounded, to transmute. Now let's get into how we can use each of these elements to transmute. First, look up your sun sign. You do not want to look up your entire birth chart. Look up your sun sign. And with your sun sign, you are going to see what element your sun sign is represented by. If you actually want to go or know about birth chart, you're going to see which element is dominant in your birth chart. Just because your sun sign could be Pisces, which is a water sign, doesn't mean that is water is the dominant element in your birth chart. So, or you can have an even give and take. I'll give you examples starting with mine, which is, we're going to start with fire. With fire, you're going to use fire for, again, passion, creativity, action, just to be very like driven, expansion, right? So how you would manifest and alchemize your life with fire is you can use candle magic, you can use candles, you can actually use cooking, because that has to do with actual fire. You could feel more grounded in when it's heat in the summertime, the seasons where summer, you can use those times to transform and manifest anything that you feel very passionate about. You can use that time to drive. Even if you are angry and you're feeling very action oriented, that is when you can use that to alchemize your life. Prime example, when I'm very angry, instead of me lashing out, I can take that time and actually clean up. That will actually help me get to something that I didn't do or complete a project. Like in that time, I can take that time, and anger can make me alchemize whatever it is that I need to do. Prime example, one time I was supposed to actually pack up my belongings, and I was kind of just operating more in another element, right? In my head, more my air element instead of my fire, my passion. I was just really moping around, and somebody pissed me off very bad to the point where I packed up everything that day. I gained strength out of nowhere. That was the passion. That was me transmuting and alchemizing with fire. So then let's get into water.
I'm always happy when I'm surrounded by water. The ocean makes me feel really small, and it puts my whole life into perspective.
The next way you can use water is you can use water for actual like cleansing. You can use water for actual like manifesting. You can use different techniques for water. I've used the water method before. You can actually look that up. Also, if you want to be cleansed of something and you're thinking about something, or if you angry, go take a shower in cold water or warm water and watch how it calms you. Go get into, let's say your nerves is bad and you have a bad sense of anxiety. Go take a cold shower and get into some super cold water. It will reset your nervous system for the time being. It will help reset it. That is a way to, and you could feel cleansed. You can actually alchemize through water. You can also use water for many different things to hydrate yourself. We are made up of water. Water is in us, oxygen, H2O. Also, allow yourself to feel certain emotions. When you are feeling very passionate about things, because water is connected to the emotions, the water element, allow yourself to write out, express out how you feel, use your emotion. Use that time to be sad and mope around. If you have to, use that time to cry, water. So that is a way that you can alchemize it. You could take those tears and you could take that sadness and turn it into tears, and take that and let it out and express it and feel better afterwards, and then you can alchemize and use that in a different form. Let's get into air. You can in your head, you can be very logical. You can take the ideas that you have in your head and use it as inspiration. You can innovate anything that you actually see as well. With air, with intellect, right? Air is one of the complicators. You can use connect to the literal air, the air outside, like breathing techniques, right? Your airways. You can use air for your actual airways, your breathing techniques, and how you would connect to your ideas, right? You can use that to meditate on your ideas, your logic. Also, you can use air for inner knowing, an understanding, a deep request of knowledge to connect. Whatever you're thinking with your intellect, you can transmute that into physical. You can go look it up. You can go research for the actual knowledge. You can also, with air signs, they tend to be very chatty. You can use the air to communicate exactly what you are thinking. Whatever's in your mind, you can alchemize it, and that you can let it out. And that is what I mean by turning a thought, which is mostly air, is your thought, your intellect, into physical form. It can come into reality. That is how you can alchemize. If you just say, I want a car, I wonder what it would be like to drive in this luxury car. You could take that and make it in physical form and go to the dealership and actually ride in that luxury car and see how it feels before you actually get to the point where you can actually want to purchase it and keep it. That is how you use that to alchemize. The last one being earth. I say with earth, it's about connecting to earth, nature, feeling very grounded, feeling very structured. The material world, the physical plane, that is what earth is. When you are connecting or manifesting or alchemizing with earth, you would go into nature, touch some grass, rocks, the ground, sun gaze, actually take your socks off and walk flat on the ground, actually connect with earth. That is another way you can transmute it. If you are feeling a way, you can cook. With cooking, you can eat. Eating good foods connect you as well to earth as well. Eating foods that aligns with you. Also, understanding which seasons connect with earth better is a way to ground yourself. Another way to ground with earth is also connecting with things that make you feel grounded. That's how you can alchemize. Whatever makes you feel like you have structure. The material world also with earth. Things outside of ourselves, different spiritual tools is when you can bring that into place. Different material things, aesthetically pleasing things as well. Going to get a new car, a new place. Actually alchemizing that. The feelings that you feel inside spiritually, you can alchemize it into reality and express it through earth and ground yourself. So that is a quick video on alchemy and how we can alchemize our life using the 4 elements. And thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. It is an IFR, aka The Alchemist. BK Shavana Great, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.